Hey, this is Aaron from Drive Mode Show. Today I want to talk about automotive awards. The reason I want to talk about them is they are all over the place right now. This is kind of the season for automotive awards. They start coming out usually in the early spring and they'll roll out into the summer. You'll see press associations, magazines, consumer groups, and so on, all putting out awards about now for different vehicles and different criteria. What do these awards mean? How important are they to you as a consumer? So, uh, there are basically three kinds of awards right now. There are three major categories of automotive award. There is the magazine award. Those are awards given by large publications. We're talking like Motor Trend, Car and Driver, and so forth. Then you have association awards, not press association, just associations. These are usually companies that are known for something in automotive. So you have like Kelley Blue Book, KBB. They give out awards every year. They just started releasing their best buy list, for example. Then you have like Consumer Reports. Consumer Reports is a magazine, yes, but they are reviewers. They review for a living. They're very nonprofit and exceedingly independent. They do no advertising. They accept no cash or free product from anybody. They buy everything they review, etc. They are very well regarded for that. Then you have like JD Power. JD Power is another association kind of an award company. JD Power is known for things like the vehicle dependability study and so forth. And Ward's Auto and other groups, they all fall into that. Then you have press awards. Those are from automotive press associations. Those are things like, for example, I'm in three automotive groups. I'm a member of the Texas Auto Writers Association, which Kristen is president of, which is why she's not on this video, by the way. It felt like there would be more integrity here if it was just me as a freelance journalist and not her as a representative of TAWA on here. So I am a member of that group. I am also a member of the Midwest Automotive Media Association, or MAMA, which is based in Chicago. And I am a member of the Rocky Mountain Automotive Press, uh, which is RMAP, which is based in Denver. So because I live in Wyoming, I kind of fall into a spot on the map where I sort of fit all three of those. So I'm a member of all three. Um, all three of those groups and myriad other groups around the country like them give out awards every year. The Rocky Mountain Automotive Press just announced their awards about 2 weeks ago or so, and they give out awards in three categories. Most groups do roughly the same thing. They will be in Truck of the Year, maybe SUV of the Year, and Car of the Year. So, what do these awards mean? How do they fit it for you as a consumer buying a vehicle? Well, my first offer of advice would be ignore the awards from major magazines, Motor Trend, Car and Driver, and so forth. Those are editorial awards given by the editors of that magazine. They probably do not fit you. These are more kind of a broad-based award, and they're kind of an industry thing. They're not so much for the consumer as they are for the industry as a whole. Sort of like getting an Oscar. The moviegoer doesn't care that you have an Oscar, right? So you as the consumer, you don't care of going to the movie theater whether or not somebody in it won an Oscar. It doesn't mean a whole lot to you. But if you're the person that got the Oscar and all your friends are also in the industry, you love that Oscar, right? Same difference in with these. What I would pay attention to is I would pay attention to, first off, the awards given by the major associations. I would really pay attention to like Consumer Reports. What do they say about the reliability? What does JD Power say about the reliability? And then I would look at what's the best value. So what are you getting the best bang for your buck? You go to KBB, you see their best value lists. I would look at things like that with a grain of salt. That grain of salt being that if you saw the award on the manufacturer's website, on a commercial or something like that, be aware that that manufacturer paid a sum of money to use that award in their commercial, website, ad, whatever. These awards, Kelley Blue Book in particular and JD Power, are known for licensing like that. But I would not say that means that they're sellouts. They don't sell those awards. What they're selling is the licensing to showcase that award. The awards happen no matter what. And there have been vehicles in the past that have won the award and not bothered to advertise the fact. And so they're not, giving the award is not a guarantee to JD or KBB that they're going to get some money out of it, right? So I don't think that it's an integrity thing there, but you should take a grain of salt that there was some money paid to display that award. Now, once you've seen that, so once you've figured out, okay, now I have this list of vehicles, say you're looking for a mid-size family vehicle, right? And it's 2 rows, 3 rows if you can get it. That's a very long list. Looking at those awards and stuff, maybe you've whittled that list down some. Now I would go to your local automotive press. So I would look at your local automotive press association. Every locality has one. So like here in the Rocky Mountains, it's RMAP. LA area, there's MPG, and so on and so forth. There are roughly probably 25 or so of these associations around the US. I would go to that association. The easiest way to find it, if you don't know, is just to go to Google, type in your area or a major city in your area, and press automotive press, and see what you come up with. Most likely you'll find your press association inside the first few results. Once you have that, look at their awards. What did they give out? This is why it's important. Those awards are important because that is people like me that drove and evaluated that vehicle where you live. So I drive and evaluate the vehicle here in Wyoming. And so when I vote on something at the Rocky Mountain Automotive Press to give an award for that truck of the year or car of the year or something, I'm giving it because I drove that vehicle here in the Rocky Mountain area, right? If I'm doing it at MAMA, same difference. I'm on the outskirts, the edge of the Midwest automotive area. I am driving in that area. I have driven that vehicle where you will probably drive it. So that's very important. Now, there are some caveats here with press association awards. The biggest one being that the vehicles that are eligible for that award that year are not necessarily the vehicle you might be looking at. The reason for that being that the press associations, they have to narrow their lists. So otherwise you're going to be looking at hundreds of vehicles every single year. So to narrow the list, they have criteria. Those criteria for almost all the press associations I've been a member of are pretty much the same. They're very close. The vehicle has to be new or substantially new that year, and the vehicle has to have been available for people in the press, journalists and such in that area to have driven it. Those are 2 major criteria. Now, new or substantially new means that the vehicle didn't just get like a new bumper, right? It's not just new plastic on the front of the vehicle, bam, it's new. That doesn't count. Something has to have substantively changed in the vehicle. So the last year's vehicle, I don't know what to use for an example. So let's say Toyota Sienna, minivan, right? 2020 model Sienna may be on your list to buy, but it may not be on this year's winners for the Automotive Association because last year's Sienna was not new. This year it is. So it will be on the 2021 list. So you have to know that in order to understand why your vehicle may not be. So what I would do if I were looking as a consumer is I would look at the last 2 years, the current year and the year before, and what vehicles won in the category you want to shop in. That should help narrow your list pretty well. That will do a pretty good job of narrowing and maybe rearranging vehicles on that list in terms of now, how much you would rank it, how much you would rather have that one. That should get you a very good start on shopping. So that, in a nutshell, is really what automotive awards are about. There are awards that some of the automakers like to really tout and make a big deal out of because they're fully nationally recognized. They're big awards. Nobody can blame them for that. But you have to understand that some awards given in the industry are really kind of like Oscars in Hollywood. they really only apply to the people in the industry. They're not really that important to anybody else, right? Then you have awards that are probably way more important for you as a consumer, but maybe not so much on a national scale. That's where your local automotive press association comes in. So lots of information here, I know, but hopefully this helps. It gives you an understanding of what these awards are and then how they can work for you as you go out and shop for a car. So there you go. That's about all I got. So if you got a question, you can always ask us. You can hit us up in the email or in the comments down below. You can email. You can find us on talking way too fast. You can find us on drivemodeshow.com or however else you want to get a hold of us. We've got Facebook. We got all that stuff. So hit us up if you got a question. We'll do our best to answer it. That's all I got. This has been Aaron, and this was a Drive Mode Show. Talk to you again soon.